Hello everybody, Colin here from commercegurus.com. We're going to very quickly bring you through the installation process for our new broker theme, which just launched on ThemeForest. You can get it in the link below. So very quickly, just to get straight into it, we're going to work off the assumption that you have WordPress installed from your preferred hosting provider. If you don't have a host, you'll see a link below to get what we believe to be the best WordPress host, shared host today, which is SiteGround. So on with the process. When you log into your WordPress backend, you will go to Appearance and Themes. This is where we actually upload a theme file. So when I go to Upload Theme, what you want to do is you want to browse to the file you downloaded from ThemeForest when you bought the theme. It's called brokerpackage.zip. And inside Broker Package, you find a whole heap of different folders, and what you want is inside Theme Install. And in there you'll see broker.zip. So go ahead, upload that. Depending on your host, this could take a few minutes. I'm on a reasonably fast internet connection at the moment, and I've got a nice zippy SiteGround host myself. So this should only take a few moments. There we go. And I hit activate. And here we have Broker now installed. When you click on it, you'll see the most recent version out of today is 1.0.2. Okay, so it's active. Very first thing we need to do before we go any further is install some plugins that we make use of with the theme. So not all of these are required. You'll see a few of them are. We use advanced custom fields, and we use advanced sidebar menu for unlimited sidebars. We have our own plugin, Commerce Gurus Toolkit, which wraps up a number of custom posts that the theme uses. Redux Framework is what we use for our theme options, and Visual Composer, which many of you will already be aware of, which is used for laying out web pages. There's some other plugins here which we recommend. They don't need to be used, but things like Layer Slider for sliders, MailChimp for if you want to use a newsletter, and we have a few various other different widgets or plugins which you can install rather. So go ahead, click Bulk Actions, and hit Install, and hit Apply. You see this only again takes a moment or two. If, for example, on your host this takes a long time to complete or never completes, you may have some limitations in terms of your execution timeouts with your host, which you'll need to speak to your hosting company about. You can see here when you're on a good host, that doesn't happen. Go back to the required plugins installer, and then we hit activate on all of the same plugins. And see that happens pretty much instantly. You'll see when I return to the dashboard that Visual Composer takes over and presents, or Redux does in this case, their own splash screen. You can ignore that, hit close. So the very first thing we want to do now that we have our theme installed and our plugins installed, we want to pour some data into the site. For that you get our import demo data option, which again is under appearance and import demo data. So I'm going to hit this button now again on some poor quality hosts. For example, GoDaddy. You may have a problem at this step. Why? Lots of poor quality shared hosting companies limit the execution timeout to, for example, 20 seconds or 30 seconds, which is simply too short for modern WordPress themes that import large amounts of demo data like you find on ThemeForest. So again, we have instructions in the link below for hosting companies that have very low execution timeouts. We have instructions about how to increase those on GoDaddy, for example, and pretty much the same for other shared hosting companies that use cPanel, for example. So I'm going to hit import demo data. You'll see for me this should happen quite quickly, and what's happening there is, there you go, all done. Have fun. As quick as that, you can almost miss it on some fast servers. So what's happened right now is it's imported all the demo content that you would have seen on our demo site minus the images. We can't supply those for redistribution. There's copyright and royalty issues there. So what we do instead is we provide great placeholders, which you'll see in a moment. But the very first thing I do before we look at the front end of the site is I'm going to go to set my home page, which I do from settings and reading, and then I choose a static page and I select home. For my home page and for my posts, I'm going to select news, and I hit save changes. And now at this point, let's go have a look at the front end. Just while that's opening up, there's one more thing which I should do. Just double check. Sometimes this will get set, sometimes it won't. It's just to check our menu is set, and it's not. So I need to set. So it's imported all the menu items. Oops, sorry. It's imported all our menu items. We just need to assign that to the primary menu and hit save. Okay. So that's nearly there. Let me just show you what you see now. Okay, so you can pretty much see that the base homepage is now set up with our gray placeholder images instead of the images you see in our demo, which is great because you can go straight in there and add your own and update your own images. You'll see layer slider. You get a warning like this. That's because we need to now import our layer slider slides, which we do separately. So you go back into WordPress, go back to layer slider WP, click all sliders. And then we don't want to hit this guy. Some people make this mistake and click this. This is just the sample sliders from layer slide themselves. We actually want to import our slides, which are here, import export. And you want to choose file. And then back in your broker package download, you'll find a demo data folder. Inside there, you'll find a layer slider folder. This is the zip file that you want. Again, on some poor hosts, this can get blocked and refresh. If that happens, you can actually unzip the zip file and upload those individual JSON files, JSON files inside there. Upload those instead. But you see again, a good host, they'll get imported straight away. Homepage slider. So now if I go back to my homepage, I may still need to assign slider. I may not. Here we are. Slider pops in. And this is the same slider that you see on our homepage. So typically that's basically it. That's all you need to do to set up and install Broker to pretty much match our demo site. A few other things I would typically do next would be set permalinks, you can see here, and also upload my logo, which you can do from within theme options. So if you click on theme options, you'll see we have a number of theme options. Logo is set in global settings. Sorry, it's not. It is in logo and favicons. So you want to upload your logo, do so from here. One thing to note is that your logo should be twice the size you want it to appear. So for example, you want your logo to be 200 pixels wide. You should upload your logo to be at 400 pixels wide. We downsample your logo to optimize and keep it looking very, very sharp on devices like iPhones and Samsung smartphones. So that's one point to note. Again, I'll include some links below to our documentation, which you can find more details about how to manage and update the broker theme, and the link will be included below. But just to show you very quickly, what you'll see is we have a whole series of FAQs on all our themes, and specifically for broker. You'll see manual install instructions. If you do not watch this video or wish to go and install the theme the old-fashioned way, you'll see a walkthrough of the installation process on our knowledge base. If you need any help or need any assistance with customizing or just getting up to speed on using Broker, you can contact us on support@commercegurus.com. Typically, any questions you have will be answered within a 24-hour window. So that's it for today. Thanks very much. We hope you like Broker. Talk to you soon. Thank you.